Jess is working the night shift in what she calls a haunted hospital. Many strange events have been going on in there, and sometimes she can capture these events on video.
Okay, there's nobody here, right? Nobody here. What is that? Because it is not me. This is me leaving, closing the door. What the fuck is that? And here comes the door back opening. And nobody's there. But yet.
What is this dark shadow? Could it be a visit from the afterlife? The next video was recorded by a young man who was documenting the architecture and the layout of the St. John's Church in Pisz, Poland. He picked up really inexplicable captures. Could they be real? The man, in particular, seemed to be really interested in capturing the confessional boxes encircled around them. Besides the chairs outside, nothing out of place catches the eye. This is until the man captured the first apparition in the reflection of the glass. Now, for some reason, when I saw the recording for the first time, this image reminded me of an elderly woman. I have no idea why. What do you think? But the man keeps further recording and captures the following in another box. Could this be the same apparition that he captured in the first one? A young police officer started experiencing terrifying events in her home after investigating a supposedly haunted location. Things got so scary that she began recording everything to prove to her mother that she wasn't imagining things.
Mami, te grabo este video porque están tocando constantemente la puerta. Están pasando cosas que no son normales. ¿Quién? ¿Quién?
The footage starts with one of the biggest mistakes in dealing with supernatural activity. She opened her door when something was asking to come in. From that moment on, things only got worse. First, as she walked back to her bedroom, something yanked at her bed covers, pulling them right before her eyes. But what's even more disturbing was what her camera had captured earlier that evening. When she'd opened her door, something dark appeared.
¿Quién?
The next night brought even more frightening activity. She believed a poltergeist had made its way into her home, turning it into a nightmare.
Amigos, apagué el like porque, como ustedes vieron, que la escoba estaba ya en la puerta. Se vino acá, el espejo por alguna razón se volteó, no entiendo. No suelo tener miedo, pero jamás me he topado así con cosas así. Jamás volteó el espejo. Prefiero dormir con mis hermanos. Te mando este video ya que en el departamento están pasando cosas que no son normales. Cosas o hechos paranormales. Subí un video hace días de los cuales en los comentarios me decían que había una mano encima de la puerta. Esta vez no voy a abrir la puerta.
Strangely, she stopped posting updates after this incident. The silence has left many wondering, is she still dealing with these nightly visits? And if so, has she found help to end this haunting? A couple of nights after this incident, the man started a Skype video chat with one of his friends. They both wanted to play some games together, just a regular evening on a weekend. But then something else joined in on the fun. Could it be that this is the same spirit of the woman that was haunting him before? This time we can hardly recognize her face, but the body looks like it belonged to a woman. The man never found out the reason behind this haunting. The next clip comes to us from Clip Hunt 2, who is an alleged ghost hunter and who was out the following night to hunt for the spirit of a notorious kuntilanak. Apparently, this being was seen several times in the past when roaming around close to an abandoned building in the outskirts of town. After a few hours, he caught the following. He stated that he didn't notice this woman in the distance, just standing there with her hair down. So he continued his investigation for a while. In total, he caught this woman 3 times this night, but commented that he only saw her in the last capture. He returned home shortly after. So, what exactly did he capture here this night? Do you think this was a being from another realm, or was it just a confused woman? Now we want to take a look at a video which was captured by security of the police station in Carabobo, Venezuela. The officers state that in the last few nights a mysterious person has been seen strolling around the station's parking lot. Of course, this is impossible since nobody would have access, except authorized personnel. Tonight it seems like this mysterious person popped up again.
Cuando el carro pasa, Es que se ve parado ahí.
De repente, marico. Aparece. Mira, pasa el perro a aquel lado.
Pasó el perro. Mira, ve, ¿viste?
Aparece.
Mira, ve, ¿viste?
No, marico, salió de ahí exactamente. Desde la mitad de aquí de la
De la mitad,
de la
eso,
luz,
de ahí
marico,
apareció.
Va pasando el
Mira, ahí está hablando con
aparece
Pandespino.
otra
Ahí está hablando con Pandespino.
Marico, yo no escucha cómo me quedo yo ahí, marico, yo me quedo en show, mira dónde yo, No, pero sí se ve como con un vestido, Yo hago sombra, marico, Claro, dime tú, todo vestido de blanco está. Oye, mira, se ve con vestido. Mira, marico, se ve completico la ropa. Vestido de blanco está bueno, no puedo. Mira cómo le hace la mano, mira. Yo, mira cómo me quedo yo en show, mano, porque no le veo la cara. Yo llamo al despino como para que me acompañe, ¿ves? Cuando volteo yo no está. Mira, ahí volteo yo para llamar al despino. Cuando volteo, la veo.
What's strange is that the security guard who's checking after this weird thing doesn't see anything out of the ordinary that night, which makes many believe that something paranormal had unfolded here. How else can we explain this phenomenon? Pretty strange. The following is a video that was uploaded by two urban explorers from Russia who state that they had come across a mysterious creature that night. They were venturing through an old tunnel system that led into a building which was right next to a bunker. They didn't know much about it and investigated it by pure chance. However, they discovered something in one of the rooms that caused them to probably never set foot into one of these again.
Ты видел, что там, блядь, было-то? И что? А ты сзади видел, что? Что это было? Ты видел провода? Охереть. Это что было? Зачем мы сюда пошли, скажи мне? Просто зачем мы сюда пошли? Так, идем. Я же говорю, сразу туда идти надо. Это что? Охуеть!
Many comments state that this could in fact be another rake encounter. People do think that this does look pretty similar to it, but of course these are just speculations. Could it perhaps just be a creepy person that was scaring these two explorers? Or was it a hoax after all? Let me hear what you guys think. This was sent by Julia, and she tells me that a security camera in a family home has caught something really inexplicable. They have only moved in recently, but ever since they wake up to some really strange noises in the middle of the night. Even their motion sensor alarm gets toggled on ever so often, without anybody being on the ground floor. The family has mounted several security cameras around the house for safety, and to maybe capture the cause of all of this. One evening, the camera in the living room has caught something really bone-chilling. Apparently the man was alone that night, and nobody else should have been on this recording but him. So, how do we explain this semi-transparent figure walking up the stairs? Is it a ghost from the past? This video comes from an ambulance driver. He reported having to pull over immediately due to a puzzling event. As he was returning to the station, he saw something unusual in the back of the ambulance. Realizing what it was, he stopped the vehicle and jumped out, and here's what he shared afterwards.
Alright, so I'm not sure how to talk about this, but well, first off, I've been an EMT just for a little bit, and like I ain't never experienced nothing like this. So as we driving back to base, I swear I seen a face in the rearview mirror. Like, fuck, I need to turn this engine off though, cause like we're gonna be stranded out here.
Yeah, seems possible.
I'm not trying to go back near this truck. I don't know if you see it, but can y'all see that back door? Like it just, like it just flew open. Like, nah, what the? What was that? Can y'all see it? Nah, hell no. Nah.
Though we don't see the face the EMT mentioned, we do see a shadowy figure moving around. It appears to dart from side to side, as if trapped. The EMT driver believes this entity may have been responsible for the cabinet doors swinging open, which caused the loud thump heard inside. However, the mysterious face he saw earlier remains unexplained. Some think this could be the spirit of someone who died in the ambulance, while others are unsure whether it was a ghost or something else. The following video was sent by Annette, and she just found it on the paranormal section of Reddit. It is said that it was captured by the security system of user Londo Lance, that kept his recording private for over a year, before now deciding to share it and get critics' opinions of what we could be looking at here. He simply stated, "This was captured off of security camera outside my house. Something is trying to get in. Recorded between 2 and 4 AM. Thoughts? Well, let's take a look." There undoubtedly is something entering through the glass sliding door, and the comment section is baffled, since nobody really had a good idea of what is going on here. Do you? Could it have been something on the lens perhaps? Very unlikely according to most comments, since the shadow just vanishes. If anything, it's creepy for sure. This young man from Germany was recording himself while sleeping because nightly disturbance regularly startled him, and tonight it happened again. At this point, it is easy to believe that it was a poltergeist of some sorts. The man was startled quite a bit. Now, what do you think? Real activity or a hoax? This video comes from Reddit user FlickScreen. He caught this footage late one night with a security camera outside his house that monitors his vehicles. He claims that there have actually been strange occurrences regarding this truck before, including the tailgate opening on its own one day, for really no reason at all. He also has a running joke that the truck is haunted or cursed, although he says he's not sure if these are just jokes anymore. Let's see what happened. The footage clearly shows the driver's side door of Flick's truck opening on its own, which is creepy enough. However, viewers noticed that there appears to be some sort of apparition directly next to the door. It's important to note that the uploader also specified that this never happened to this door before, and mechanically there's really no reason for this to occur. A strange shadow can clearly be seen drifting towards the truck and evaporates only moments before the door opens. Is this a spirit caught on camera? Maybe the entity messing with the truck of his. A very interesting capture, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now we want to take a look at some updates from user Dude My House is Haunted. The couple has been living in a haunted house for quite some time, until this June. They were forced to leave their home after all the paranormal activity got a bit too much and dangerous for them. The uploader always said that he was never sharing these encounters for clout, but to seek help. Apparently the activity got worse and worse the more he was sharing these encounters on the internet. For whatever reason, the woman got attacked multiple times in this house, wanting her never to return to this place. They currently only return to move all of their belongings out of the house. The following, however, was one of the last and pretty concerning encounters the couple was facing at the time.
What flavor do you want? Durable. Hey. Yeah. Hey. No.
This was one of the most frightening experiences for the couple, resulting in an injury. Shortly before that, a strange shadow might have shown itself in the office of the uploader as well. After moving into his son's house, the man is sharing another video after receiving a ring notification from his old house that is still hooked up to the security system.
Hey everyone, I just want to let everyone know that Eb and I are okay. We're staying at my son's house. We've been there for weeks now. I don't know how much longer we're going to be able to stay there, but I was going to go tomorrow to the house to pick up some stuff that we desperately need, and I get this weird ring notification, and I'm at a loss for words.
What do you think is going on in this house? Certainly something malevolent, no doubt about it. This is really one of the more creepy cases we have heard of lately, isn't it? Tonight, we are following a group of 3 teenagers who want to know if there lies any truth behind the claim that this house is being haunted by a roaming lady ghost. As they inspect the abandoned building, they notice a ladder that leads up to the attic. And of course, why not take a look, right? The attic reveals nothing but darkness. But still, they climb the ladder. After hearing strange sounds from one corner, they capture this. Have they come across the lady ghost that is said to haunt this building? Who can say for sure? Now to a video from a man who was working as night security. He sometimes brought along his son in the early evenings. Apparently there was a pretty eerie storage unit in which many people swore to have seen really odd and strange things. And he even goes as far as telling us about a supposedly haunted doll that he found in one of them.
I will say the place is rather frightening, especially the basement level of this facility. And here's the doll you've all been asking for close-ups of. And I immediately knew this was worth something. I've had a lot of skeptics argue with me, but I do believe it's cursed. And you'll see why in just a moment. And oh yeah, so the workers at the storage place and showed me a video of my unit saying they heard loud noises inside. They thought it was me, which I surely denied. They wanted proof, so I gave it to them. I've been told it's a poltergeist, which I had no idea what that meant until I saw a couple of videos online of said phenomenon. But just watch the video for yourself. super creepy stuff.
As we all can see, this haunted doll seems to be moving in the old storage unit, where nobody else was around late at night. Could it be that something is possessing this doll? A strange children's toy for sure, wouldn't you say? Maybe he should be considering getting rid of that thing. She has shared the following recording. She states that her uncle is currently working at the infamous Cecil Hotel. As many of you know, many tragic events have unfolded in there. Her uncle found the following quite unusual. Nobody else but him was walking on that floor at that time. And it was closed due to the renovation work. People speculated that it might have been poltergeist activity that was moving the doors here. Maybe a former resident that didn't appreciate the renovation work. If it wasn't staged, what else could this have been? The next clip was uploaded by user Arachnid Altruistic, and he states that the footage we are seeing here was filmed off another person's phone at a get-together. The incident in question was rather creepy, however. The video was filmed in a hospital during the preparation for a going-away party for one of the hospital's staff. We can see a nurse who is pushing a cart with some unfolded boxes. The young woman who had captured her colleague explains that she was recording several videos of her, only a few seconds apart from each other. In one of the short clips, something rather eerie was captured.
I see it. You see that? Yeah. The next clip is of Hay. That's the person that does not exist.
And then scroll.
And then
he disappears.
He disappears. You kind of see a little shadow there pop up and gone. And then all you see is Wendy's body.
Interesting.
But his face, if you go a little slower, you can see it completely. Let me go to this frame. There, you can catch his face.
Yeah. That's interesting.
And scroll all the way.
And then he's gone.
I want to look at the shadow.
And the shadow pops up right here, there, and gone. It's not Wendy's shadow.
A strange head is popping up right behind the stack of boxes. Nobody knew this person though, or had seen him ever before. Also, the head can only be seen for a couple of frames before disappearing to the left, only to possibly pop up once more. The staff stated that the workers were pretty terrified after watching the video. And there are many who believe that this might have been the spirit of somebody who's still lingering around in the hospital after passing. Maybe participating in the preparations. Who knows? The next clip was uploaded to YouTube by user Angel Martinez. This video was taken near Albuquerque, New Mexico, just off of Route 66. Angel says he saw the creature in his headlights before pulling out his phone to film. He states, they were skinny, bony, and walking on their back legs. They may have had some sort of dead animal on their heads. And there were at least 20 or more. They made weird noises as they ran from us. It sounded nothing like a cow or other animal.
That's it right there, huh? What is that? It's fucking scary. In the middle of nowhere. Weird. Whoa.
In the video, we can make out two pair of eyes around the bush, and they appear to notice Angel's vehicle straight away. Angel believes these were skinwalkers. Some commenters have guessed these also could be Wendigos. What do you think? A strange creature? Or was it just cows after all? The next video stems from Andrea, and she tells me that she found it in a paranormal group chat. It is said that a man was parked outside of an apartment complex and waiting for his friend to come down. It was pretty late and not many people were outside at the time. However, at some point he noticed that a person seemed to be standing underneath a dark and covered store area to his left, which was a bit odd since this man was pretty sure that nobody was standing there just moments ago. The man couldn't get his gaze off of that person and realized that whatever it was didn't move. It was just standing there, staring to the direction of his car. After a few moments, he grabbed his phone and started filming, and then this happened. First of all, what are we looking at here? Is this even a normal person, like the uploader suggested? It appears to have a strangely shaped head and possibly no shoes on. But it's a bit hard to go into deeper detail since, once again, Mr. Potato Head recorded this incident. Comments range from a possible alien sighting to a special effects trick or even a paranormal apparition. And we can all just speculate what exactly happened in front of that camera. What's your best guess? It's a pretty mysterious one. The following sighting was caught by channel with the name Akron Paranormal Investigations in the early morning hours. Gettysburg is known for its many sightings of spirits and ghostly events, and it's not surprising that Akron could capture something really interesting on camera. While the owner of the channel is filming a wide field of where history transpired in 1863, he noticed an odd transparent figure in the distance. What the heck? It appears that a man in a black suit and hat is walking across the fields. Is it a spirit from another time period? The cameraman is 100% certain that no living soul was with him, or any other person in general could have been walking these fields at the time. The following encounter was shared by Kimberly Carlisle, and she tells us that this October, their camera, which is mounted outside of their porch and overseeing the driveway, might have captured something otherworldly. Capturing bugs fly past the lens is nothing extraordinary, but this night they apparently have received a motion alert, saying that a person was standing in front of their door. After watching the replay, they state that they were quite a bit speechless. It would appear that something is manifesting right next to the car, something that does certainly look quite a bit odd. The family had no explanation for this occurrence, and had never seen anything like it. If this was hot air, where would it have originated from? Some say they can see the spirit of a woman with a child ghost floating right below her. Perhaps a nanny holding the hand of a child. The following incident was captured by the doorbell camera of Christine, a retired police officer. She states that a disturbed lady showed up this night and was trying to get into her house. She's then seen ripping the screen from Christine's store.
What is going on? What is going on? I will shoot. I have a gun. Why? What are you doing?
Seconds before the police arrives, the woman tries to hide.
Hi.
Do you live here?
No, I don't.
So why are you banging on the door?
Because my friend was there.
It turns out that the disturbed woman was Hannah Nakagawa, a first-grade teacher. It is suspected that Hannah was under the influence of alcohol, and police took her into custody that night. Christine was left extremely unsettled after this incident, which is understandable. What would you have done?